right, friends. Well, Illinois has been given the order. We're going on lockdown for the next 2 weeks. I'm sure there's going to be other states to follow. So nonetheless, let me bring context to getting your pantry stocked up. Okay, first and foremost, proteins, chicken and fish. If you're carnivores, pull them in and out of the freezer as needed to save on some refrigeration space. For vegetarians, tofu can also freeze, no big deal. And it'll also last a while in the fridge, probably up to 2 weeks if you don't open up the package. Other options, we've got beans in a can. We've also got tuna in a can or a pouch, whatever your vibe is. Next up, we've got carbohydrates. And carbs are gonna be the main source of our calories, especially if we're potentially gonna go into rationing. Just to put it out there, we got shelf-stable things like potatoes, okay? Yukon potatoes, Idaho potatoes, red jacket potatoes, sweet potatoes. We got a lot of potatoes, okay? And in the grain category, we got quinoa, we got rice, we've got beans, we've got lentils that cross over with protein and carbohydrates. And then we wanna make sure we get stocked up on some olive oil, some grapeseed oil, some avocado oil, or if you got canola oil, all good. The most important thing is produce. So when we talk about produce, first we got to talk about a little bit of fruit. Think about all the fruits that you can freeze and start there, all right? Otherwise, apples, oranges, that stuff can hang out on the countertop for a while. Now let's talk about veggies. All right, so when we're thinking vegetables, we can't just survive on eating Cheetos and mashed potatoes, if this is going for a prolonged period of time. So we want to have some veggies to brighten our day, make us feel somewhat healthy. So salads are our go-to, but here's the deal. Leaf lettuces sometimes only last up to 4 or 5 days. So what do you do when you move through those? You buy things that have roots on them, like parsnips, carrots. You've got broccoli, you've got Brussels sprouts, you got cauliflower, you got cabbage, red cabbage, green cabbage, Napa cabbage, okay? Things with root systems, celery even. Those will hang out for 2 to 3 weeks. So keep that in mind, okay? That's a way for us to kind of prolong this if we need to and have some veggies. And then on top of that, we need to have things that flavor the things that we're cooking. So that's when we're looking at like herbs and spices, dried from the cabinet, no problem, all right? We don't need fresh per se for this, but we also need things like condiments to flavor our meals. Think soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce. Think about salsa. Think about pizza sauce, marinaras. Those things are going to be really important to bring body and to bring depth of flavor to all of the dishes we're putting together, okay? Soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce are going to be your best friend. And you know what? We're going back to the 80s, baby. Think cream of mushroom soup, cream of celery soup, cream of whatever you got. It might be casserole time. So, you know what? I'll be working with you because what the hell do I gotta do? So we're gonna be cooking some quarantine cuisine and we'll be throwing down. So stay in touch, be safe out there, take your time, and I'll check back in with you and we're gonna throw some dishes together and just goof off a little bit because it's gonna get a little weird. So catch you soon. Peace, be safe.